Some of y'all's attention spans are quite short, so I'll be getting straight to the point. Hi, I'm Sophie and welcome to the Crochet Life of Sophie. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to crochet a granny square. What you're going to need is some yarn. What you're going to need is a crochet hook, scissors, and some yarn. I'll be using a 4mm crochet hook. There's several ways to get started. In order to get started, I'm going to show you guys how to make a magic circle. So I simply take my yarn, wrap it around, and then make a crisscross. Take my crochet hook, pull through the yarn, twist it a bit, and chain one. In order to make a granny square, you'd start off by making a chain 3, and then work double crochets in the magic circle. Another way to go about it, I start off by making a slip knot. And now I'm going to adjust my yarn. I'm going to start off by making a chain of 4. After making a chain 4, I'm going to work 2 double crochets in the 4th chain from the hook, and that would be the chain here. Now I have a total of 3 double crochets, including the chain 4 that we make, which counts as a double crochet. Chain 2, work 3 double crochets in the circle. After making 3 double crochets, I'm going to chain 2 and then work 3 double crochets again. Chain 2 and then work another set of 3 double crochets. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of double crochet, so I'm going to chain 2 and slip stitch at the top of the chain. After slip stitching, I'm going to make a chain of 3. Turn my work. You can decide to work around in the circle, but I'll be turning my work. I'm going to yarn over. In this chain space, I'm going to work 2 double crochets. Moving over to the next chain space, I'm going to work 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then 3 double crochets. Chain 2, and then 3 double crochets again in the very same chain corner space. Working 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then 3 double crochets in the very same chain space creates an increase. Now I'm going to chain 2, then work 3 double crochets again in the very same chain space. Moving over to the next chain corner space, I'm going to work 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then 3 double crochets. Moving on to the last stitch, we're only going to be working 3 double crochets because we started off by working 3 double crochets, and the only different thing we are going to do here, which is really not so different, would be chaining 2 and then slip stitching at the top of the chain. If you're struggling to, like I am, you can just slip stitch here life goes on. Chain 3, turn your work, and I'm going to work 2 double crochets in this chain space. Here comes what's a bit different. This space isn't a corner chain space, so therefore we'll only be working 3 double crochets with no increase. I've worked 3 double crochets. We're moving on and approaching the chain corner space where we made an increase. That's where we are going to work 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then 3 double crochets. Chain 2, and then 3 double crochets again. This makes an increase. We didn't make an increase, we are only going to work 3 double crochets. We are at a corner chain space. You're going to work 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then 3 double crochets. And moving on to the space where we won't be making an increase. I'll meet you guys at the end, because this, if I continue doing this, it's actually going to chow my storage. Now approaching the last stitch, we're going to work 3 double crochets and only make a chain of 2. I've made a chain of 2. Now I'm going to slip stitch at the top of the chain. If not, just slip stitch anyway into the first chain. Chain 3, turn your work and work 2 double crochets in the chain space. Now we've got 2 spaces where we will not be making an increase because they're just flat and they don't have an increase. So what we're going to do is work a chain 3, move on to the next space where there isn't an increase, so therefore we are not going to be making an increase. Unless if you want your granny square to look a bit wobbly, then you can make an increase at a place where you're not supposed to make an increase. Now corner chain space, 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then 3 double crochets. I'll be working 3 double crochets in here, 3 double crochets in here, make an increase, which is 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. I'll meet you guys at the end. Now I'm working the last 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then make a slip stitch. Chain 1. There you've got the most beautiful little cute precious granny square. You can choose to cut off your yarn and weave in your end. There's so many ways to go about it. Unfortunately I won't be showing you guys how to weave in your ends, but I can give you tips because I want to reuse this yarn. When you're done, you make a chain 1, you cut off your yarn long enough so that you can be able to weave it in, and then you use like your tapestry needle, and then you insert it anywhere in between these little cute stitches that you have created. And that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and do let me know the kind of tutorials you guys would like to see on my channel, and do comment down below to let me know where you guys are watching this tutorial from. Thank you.